So Team AH is threatening to sue. That's right, they're sending out cease and desist letters, and you know AH is behind this because this is her PR team going to work. Now beyond that, AH's shill media decided they were going to dox one Laura B. That's right. NBC, Kate Tenbarge put out her private information. And remember, Laura B. was one of 3 people targeted by AH in the courtroom. You can see all 3 names right there. Interestingly, every one of these people have been targeted. And it wasn't just Laura B being targeted. Everyone close to her is being targeted as well. And by the same organization that has sent out cease and desist letters before. But at that time, it was about silencing accusations. Now, while they're threatening to sue, a really, really creepy statement comes up. One that's not about Laura B, but about her daughter. They bring up, "You're my mother's age. I'm your daughter's age." So they know about Laura B's family. They know about her kid and her age. Then I took this as an implied threat. Can you imagine someone doing this to your child? Yeah, you and I, we're going to talk about this and much, much more today, and hopefully you spread this everywhere too, because people, they need to know what's going on. Oh, man, I mean, this is crazy times. This is crazy times indeed. So, hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And AH and her PR team, they are going absolutely insane. They are making threats, they are doxing and more. Why? Because Laura B asked one simple question of account. Hey, is this you? You can see it right here. That's all they asked. Is this you? And they pointed to an article saying, are you representing AH? Are you her spokesperson? Now, because Laura B had the audacity to ask this question, she was called everything under the sun. That includes a racist. Before these folks, they started saying, you know what? We're going to come after you. We're coming after you with lawyers. We're going to send you cease and desist, and we're going to sue you. They made it very clear. We're going to let the lawyers handle you. Now, what's fascinating is that this isn't the first time we've seen David Shane and his company adopt these tactics, trying to financially or legally intimidate people, saying we're going to bring litigation, you better cease and desist. Only the first time he did this, it was stifling questions about accusations against him, while he's also saying you need to listen and believe AH. You can see part of that here. Now, AH and her shills, they didn't stop there. Oh no, not by a long shot. They decided they were also going to dox Laura B. That means they were going to take her private information, they were going to put it out in the public, and to make this very clear, because Laura B asked a question, she didn't just have this information in front of you put out there. We are talking about people going after every part of her life. That includes family members. They posted intimate details about anyone connected to her. But you know who gave this legitimacy? One NBC News. Why? Because just like Newsweek, when they went after me, NBC News is also a shill for AH. Now, a really disturbing question here, outside of the doxing, and the doxing, it is bad enough, but where did they get that doxing information from? You can kind of answer that question when you look at this article. I mean, look at how it's framed, by the way. A pro-JD YouTuber was sent a cease and desist after she targeted an employee of AH's PR team. She's told on phone from AH's PR team, they're sending out cease and desist. How are they going to send that? Well, they got to know your address, right? They have to know information about you. Yeah, who exactly did they get that information from? It sounds like maybe the PR team itself provided doxing information, which that would lead directly back to AH. See, in my opinion, AH is obsessed with Laura B. I mean, you could see this in court documentation where specific accounts were pointed out. There were only 3 of us, by the way. We had Laura B, myself, and Incredibly Average. Again, every one of these people, we have been stalked, we have been harassed, we have been doxxed and on, and our greatest sin, we talked to people like Adam Waldman. We wanted to know what was going on in the case, and she blames us for exposing part of the hoax crime that lost her social media. I mean, listen to this filing. It really tells you what she wanted here. You can feel the need for revenge. Quote, as part of the campaign to smear AH, Mr. Waldman and JD also contacted the media to falsely call AH a liar and a hoax artist. This not only included the mainstream media, but also social media accounts, including ThatUmbrellaGuy, again, doxxed, harassed, filed false police reports against, and on. That Brian fella, he's gotten that, threats, and so much more. Real Laura B, you see what she's going through right now because she dared to ask a question, and they would have found some other way to do this to her, though, which regularly attack AH. Yeah, because the truth doesn't set her free. Mr. Waldman also regularly tweeted about the facts of this case. So he tweets about facts there, which the rest of us do. Counterclaim in AH until his Twitter account was revoked for life for this conduct. She wants you suspended. She wants to go after you. She wants you intimidated and more. And that's what they're trying to do to Laura B here. Probably the creepiest thing that comes up, at least to me, is in a statement from the person who Laura B was questioning. Not the account, but when they said, hey, is this you? The person themselves. They put out a statement, and they ended all of their statement with this. They're going to bring up, hey, I'm going to sue you. Then they bring up personal details. Like I said, I thought this was really creepy. It says to me, we've been keeping up with you for quite some time. It says maybe that's where that information they doxxed came from as well. Quote, I've always prided myself on having an outstanding reputation. In turn, I am taking legal action against Laura. So there, she's saying, I'm going to sue you. And good luck, by the way, because this is going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars. Have fun with that. We'll crowdfund the entire thing. Just a heads up, journalists reach out to the person before making false accusations. You work for David Shane, the PR person for AH. Have you seen the PR you're doing? Of course you have. Then they bring up, you're my mom's age. You know, we know you, Laura B. I'm your daughter's age. We know you have a daughter. We know things about her, like her age and on. Can you imagine someone doing this to your child? What are they saying with this, by the way? They're not talking about asking questions. They're talking about the things they throw in allegations. Oh, man. They end there, too. This is all I will say at this point in time. Oh, message received, right? The lawyers will now do their jobs. I'm going to leave you with that. But yeah, threats of litigation, doxing, the nastiest stuff in the world. Oh, man. But anyway, let me know what you think about this. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work. Thank you. I can't say that enough. Want to help out the channel, by the way. Links are in the description. You being here, though, that is the biggest help of all. Thank you. I appreciate you. Going to end here. Thank you again. See you soon.